Welcome back, survivors. I am SurvivalVis, and we return to where the water tastes like wine. So we are leaving off just outside Savannah, Georgia here. And we're going to make our way, I think, down south towards Florida. We want to chase down the elusive Florida man if we can. But we're also going to go around and see what stories we can learn too. So we're coming up onto Jacksonville here. And it looks like we got a couple of little points of interest to go into and learn a bit about. Let's stop our way in and see what we can learn. The waitress at this diner is sharing an outlandish tale with one of her regulars. I heard it from my sister-in-law, she says. It happened to her daughter's friend. It's true. She notices you listening. Hey, have you heard this one before? Which one? She regales you with a story about the rising workers' movement in New York. Halfway through, you realize it's a story of that determined socialist in New York, but highly embellished. What do you think about that? The waitress exclaims. It's an interesting tale. Sure is, she agrees, and true every word of it. I don't know quite about that, but that's one of the funs about stories, is until they get spun anew. Here we go, what's this? Got two hands, an old man calls. A down tree is flattened his front yard and his porch too. His two sweaty sons are chopping it into movable pieces. You throw the logs into the old man's cart. At least I can sell for firewood, he sighs, tossing you some coins. I guess we'll move along. We got a little bit of money from that. Now into Jacksonville here, shall we? What do we got right here?
Excusez-moi. Beckoning you over, the woman shows you a letter, beautifully typeset on thick vellum. You're struck by the scent of a fancy department store. She points on the parchment to the address. This address, you know? Her accent is very thick.
Let's see if we can't take a closer look and help this woman out.
You are dismayed to read the first paragraph. Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet. And the address under the monogram in the letterhead. 12345 Road Street, Anytown, USA. The woman blinks, hopefully, leaning close over your shoulder. Yes? You know this place? She asks. Poor woman. She's been tricked.
I think we'll let her down easy. There's no point in making something up. She's gotta find out sooner or later anyway.
This place doesn't exist, you try to explain as loud and slowly as possible. Of course she exists. The woman snorts, thumping a fist to her chest. You struggle to make yourself understood, but the poor woman whisks the letter away and stomps down the street. Ah well, c'est la vie.
I think we'll just keep moving along then. Sounds like the poor woman came quite a way though. Oh, what do we got here? Another story. This man reads the newspaper with barely contained horror, his grimace spreading wide and wide as he makes his way down the page. Suddenly, his frown cracks into something with a little more amazement in it. Whoa, he says. What's the matter there? He reads a story about fishermen and fish calling seagulls. You're shocked. It's the story of the seagulls and the fishermen, but with some bits changed. You think this really happened? He asks. Oh, I'll go with oh yes, no reason to spoil his fun. He shrugs. Sounds like nonsense to me for sure, he says. The stuff they print these days. The stuff they print these days, I'll tell you that. Seems like whatever gets interest gets printed, no matter how false or true it may be. Well, we're coming down Florida, and we'll see what else we can find in here. We get to meet the elusive Florida man. Tales go wild about him fighting alligators, robbing banks with a banana. You never know what Florida man will do next. I'm kind of hoping there is a little Easter egg with Florida man down here, because that would be funny as hell. Maybe we'll do a little whistling and get our way there. Right, gotta remember. Forgot this one uses the walls and the arrow keys to get you moving along a little faster. Let's see. Oh, big city down south there. We'll stop there after this little spot here.
Electric lamps stipple the cotton field before you with an orange light, moving like a group of lethargic fireflies. From the field, the voices of the workers reach you in a soulful, united song.
Let's rest nearby, see if we can hear and make out more of the song.
You're gently lulled to sleep as the song floats over you. And oh, Lordy, pick a bale of cotton. And oh, Lordy, pick a bale a day.
Well, I think that would be something to doze off pretty easily,
Pulled out
too.
of your slumber by a woman's pained scream and a collection of shouts rising from the field.
I don't see why we'd force ourselves back to sleep. We better focus on that noise.
The woman's screams taper off, soon replaced by the raw cries of an infant. Applause briefly fills the night, eventually fading back into song. Oh, Lordy.
Gave birth right in the cotton fields.
You wake
Damn.
up to the gentle crescendo of the worker's song, unsure if it ever ceased at all.
Well, that's a little start to a story. We'll keep making our way down, because there is Miami, Florida, off in the distance. What we got right here? This is a interesting little looking stop. Campsite. Dupree by Car Elusive, Chapter 1, Queen of Downs.
You look good, honey. You got a light? You like a good story?
As much as any other
I
man.
like to hear about people and make bets with them. I like to hear about the weird, handsome people. Get convinced by the rich jackasses who'll play blackjack and lose into the night. Dames who are lit cigarettes burning to the end. I want to be around furious people who use me and I use them. Are you one, stranger?
I definitely am not, but we can tell you a few stories
Come
at least.
close to me. Hey, got any exciting stories? Like the movies?
Let's see. She's looking for some excitement, is she? What do we got? Oh, I know one that might work. Where is that one about authority? There we go. The bootleggers and the cops might be one she'll enjoy.
Honey,
Let's see.
thrills is the stuff I live on. That one will keep me going. The law? I can get by with the law. The law thinks I'm a victim, a sad girl of the streets, a damaged girl, a girl who ain't got no fate and whose daddy didn't love her. My daddy's dead, and all cops are in my pocket, stranger. I will tell you that if I tell you anything. The law is bad for us Roman kids. It does not serve us. But you learn to get that sad, pale girl on. They love that. Sometimes you gotta promise them something more and... Well, I don't say it's pleasant, but you born in a body. Sometimes people treat you like you need the power taken from you. Hey, got any exciting stories? Like the movies?
Interesting dame we seem to have found here. Well, let's see if we can't just tell her some more to keep her interested. No. Right. Forget that. You just have to go clicking around. Something interesting. Not find the one about the casino fire, I wonder. Oh, the hotel fire might be one she's interested in. Oh, there we go. That might do it. The arsonist.
Well, they should let you make the movies, honey. I won big back in Reno and I got obsessed with luck. I was drinking absinthe at the time and smoking only darn European cigarettes that made me cough like a mule, and boy, after that win, I drank the green fairy good and smoked like a redwood bonfire.
I don't much know any of what you just said there, Wham.
And you know what I learned? I learned to pick my tables and expect music on the job. Shit. Got any stories with ghosts or murderers or blood or something like that?
Oh, I got a good one for you that we just came by not too long ago. The Wounded Soldier of North Carolina.
God damn, you're giving me the chills, sweetheart. I remember my stepdaddy. He had a soft touch for me. A handsome, low-voiced man. Mom never did trust me around him. He taught me how to grift. All you need is that light touch, he said, and look 'em in the eyes and tell 'em the truth they want. And you know, I always was good at that after. I know what it's like to have those eyes turn towards you and make you feel like everything. And then to be in the cold and dark when they turn away. You got any stories with a happy ending? Right now, I want a happy ending.
Ah. I don't think I'm looking for a happy ending, but we'll tell something just to end the night off, hopefully.
Sweetheart, did I say I wanted to hear some crap joke?
Well, that's rude. You ain't telling me much yourself aside from you're a con artist.
I used to think it was adventure, you know, conversations, curiosity that made me road trip casino to backroom across these United States, but it's the thrill. God, yes. Gosh, the suckers. I love to watch suckers lose. You know, you'd love it too if you came and saw that burning pit in their stomach. It's the want, you see? Oh, it's beautiful. Got any stories with ghosts or murderers or blood or something like that?
Hopefully this will be the last story we gotta tell, and then we can kind of be on our way. She's an interesting woman.
Just what I asked for. That spooky stuff gets my heart going like a good hand sometimes do. I spent a night in jail once, and it were nicer than a prospect of going back to where I was born, you know, just to become what my mama always wanted me to be. When I was 12, she caught me kissing a girl once, and I felt like I would never get out of all the strands of her red-as-hell fury. I said to her, "But you said I ain't to kiss no boys, and I ain't." But she and I both knew that ain't what she meant. Next time, let's up the stakes, shall we? Why don't we spend some time with bourbon and 5-card stud? You bring the bourbon, of course. And when the moon's fuller, I might let you in on some secrets on life. Have you any?
I do, but maybe we'll try to find just some other company. Well, that was a nice little store. We'll see maybe one more and then head into Miami.
The cave is really a man-made hole breaching into an earthen mound. The man, khakis dirtied by kneeling on the rough earth, has assembled a macabre little pile of skulls to the side.
I think we may have just found Florida Man.
Readying these for sale, friend. He wipes his hands on his pants.
This pile of skulls, clearly claimed from his enemies by an Indian chieftain, would be perfect for any cabinet of curiosities or sideshow attraction.
I can read the headline now. Florida Man stealing Native American skulls from graveyard to sell on the street side. That's Florida Man for you.
Why, these skulls belong to no one. They're just here, lying under this mound, waiting for an enterprising soul to make something of them. Isn't this what America's all about?
Florida Man logic right there for you.
Little sunlight reaches that deep in, but you can still see the skeletal remains, their heads carelessly removed. laying neatly in their excavated resting places, each one lovingly surrounded by stone effigies, earthenware, and copper plates in the shape of winged warriors.
I don't know if I should let him be or threaten the man. I think I gotta threaten him, because this just ain't right behavior.
Pause and consider this small man, greedily arranging someone's remains as though they were a trinket for a mantelpiece.
I like these options. Make up a ghost story, or tell him to fuck off. As much as the one might be fun, I think the ghost story might be the better option. Florida man might be a bit of a gullible sort.
It's crude and ridiculous. But he's a crude and ridiculous man. You have him run off the mound, sworn never to tell of what he's seen, for fear of monsters and ghosts. It's a small thing, but a kindness you hope.
I do hope so. We'll move on, having beaten the elusive and legendary Florida man. Now, though, let's head on into Miami. See what this city has in store. Seagulls scream overhead as he mows down the beach. Out at sea, ships crawl along the horizon toward the harbor. The sun's a little intense, so you search for a scrap of shade. How about we explore?
You enjoyed a break on the beach, staring off the edge of the world. But the sun is starting to go down, and the breeze is getting stronger. As you're about to stand, a man plunks down near you. He sits a polite distance off, but looks at you expectantly.
We could either ignore him or greet him warmly. I say we greet him warmly. That's rather polite if he didn't sit right near us, so let's see if we can get a little conversation.
He smiles weakly. I just got fired. First Spanish-American radio host in the state, and they fired me. They needed to make cuts, I get that, but I'm twice the... He trails off. I don't know what I'm going to tell my wife.
I think you gotta be sympathetic for the poor soul. Most times, hell, these times are trying on every soul. Man, woman, or hell, even child now.
I could try the docks, but there's already more men than jobs, and I could barely support the family on what they pay. He hangs his head. And my boy, I can't bring myself to tell them. I don't know what to do.
I say we sit with him and hear what he... see whatever we can do for the poor soul.
He calms as the sun drops below the horizon. An expanse of darkness is ahead of you. Turning back to the lights of the city reminds you that the world hasn't gone away. After a long silence, he speaks. It's never going to get better, is it?
I wouldn't say that, friend. There's always hope. As much as you do not see the progress right in front of you, it is always being made every single day. Change is happening. You gotta hold on hope, or even make that hope and those wishes real yourself by doing them yourself.
It takes you a moment to notice his sobbing over the noise of the waves. I've got to tell them, haven't I? I'll go to the port in the morning and see if they'll take me. You can no longer make him out in the dark, but his hand touches your shoulder as he leaves.
I think it's time we move on. We can earn some money, go to the train station, or see if there's anything in the store. Maybe we'll try earning a little money. You wander the streets of the city looking for a way to make some cash. I say we're going to look for work. It starts to rain in a kind of torrential, tree-stripping way that only happens once or twice a year. Everyone scrambles for cover, but one guy stays out in the street, a fellow with a bale of bent lopsided umbrellas, and since each he hollers. Now that is an opportunist. The rain has soaked him through, but he's doing a roaring trade. Hey, he tells you, go run around on the main shopping street to pick up all the umbrellas you see, okay? People sometimes drop them when they blow inside out. I'll pay. I say we're in. I mean, we're a skeleton wandering the states. It's not like we're going to catch a cold. He's right, their umbrellas scattered all up and down the street like fallen buds. You gather up an armful and the umbrella seller buys them all off you for a couple of coins. Next morning, though, you throw at his horse and your nose run like a faucet, damn it. No, amen. Past couple of days, my own nose been giving me issues, but clearing up now enough to be able to record for you folks. I think from there, and what the time it is, well, maybe we'll leave this episode here. I have been enjoying a little stint with Where the Water Tastes Like Wine, but it's not the most interactive of games to be able to put out on the channel. So maybe we'll just do one more to kind of end off the series in the week for now. And then get back to more regular style shows and episodes. And also drop this accent, because I am sure it is probably irritating many ya to no end. So thank all you survivors for joining me on another episode of Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. If you do enjoy this content I am putting out, maybe not this series, but if you do enjoy the series too, be sure to leave a like or comment and let me know. I'm always trying to figure out which series to keep on going with and others to give a little rest for a while. And if you do want to show the channel some real good support, maybe think about giving us a little subscription. That way you keep in touch with what's going on in the channel and we can work our way up to getting our own custom URL. In the meantime, those survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.